These YouTubers dared to approach the jungle, but after these encounters, none of them could stay for long. Number 11. Johnny Paranormal, a YouTuber, chooses to explore the iconic Aokigahara forest as well and amplifies the sound of his microphone in order to capture any ghostly sounds, and he is astonished by what he captures. For example, tell me if you hear a demonic growl here. Or a quick coughing noise here, despite Johnny Paranormal being all alone. Or a second person quietly whispering the word help.
How's this?
These strange sounds follow him throughout the entire video, which lasts around an hour and a half, so I believe it is far more editing than most people would be willing to put into a phony film. What concerns me is the demonic noise that accompanies him everywhere.
It's saying my battery's going flat. Again.
I hope nothing followed Johnny Paranormal out of the woodland if he was truly surrounded by the supernatural. Number 10. Bryn psyched up to hike into Mount Fuji's famed Aokigahara forest that it doesn't take long for him to come upon a dark and scary entrance. He discovers an abandoned bike and the open packaging for a kitchen knife is lying on the seat. Unfortunately, this person came here with a single goal. A while later, he discovered an empty bag with only a message inside. He tries to read the Japanese writing and comes up short.
It says 1211. I can't quite make out. I think this is somebody's name just here, and I'm not sure what this means.
If you could read the message, then please share what it says with me so that we'll know once and for all. A crow caws right overhead when he has completed. It's an ominous sign for sure, so Bryn decides to get out of there before anything bad happens. Number 9. When a loud scream pierces the night air, Sweet Dreams is shooting off Roman candles in honor of the 4th of July. They follow the sounds for more than a minute until it becomes louder and more definite.
Did you hear that? It's a farm animal.
They find the screeching source when standing a very close distance away, and he carefully backs away from the hunched grey humanoid before breaking into a sprint at the end of a short journey.
What is that? Dude, what is that?
Sweet Dreams spins around to find the thing slashing at him through the air, but seems to be a humanoid, and his other videos on his channel are all of him playing video games. Nothing like this one. Number 8. Gaurvazone, a YouTuber from India, is scoping out a rumored haunted route, and they sit in their car and wait in the dark to see what happens next. I was starting to think the video could be fake until I noticed one part in particular. What appears to be two yellowish eyes briefly stare at him before disappearing. This could be a backscattering of the car's brake lights, but they should be red, not yellow, and I'm also not sure what would capture the light's reflection because they're on a lonely road in the middle of nowhere, and the strange eyes, if that's what they were, vanish and never appear again, even when the cameraman zooms in for a closer look. Number 7. Cine Explores brought in Ouija board into a haunted cottage where a man murdered his wife and letting him and his friends know they are at the right place and allowing him to set up the board. They quickly find themselves channeling the soul of a tiny kid who only goes by the letters SF, and ask the kid's age and a few other things. It spells RUN, so they flee without concluding the ceremony, and when Cine Explores recalls that he must select goodbye or risk becoming possessed, he learns that he cannot move the pointer without using a great deal of power. Despite Shawnee's intense pressing, the pointer barely moves to immobilize him, and I think he could be pressing straight down instead of forward to make this illusion, but I believe this video, so give me your best guess. Number 6. North by Wild West, a YouTuber, is spending Christmas with his family when a low rumbling noise from the woods draws everyone's attention.
The tree? Oh my god. Did you see that?
Then they notice something dark behind the garage. They soon notice a gigantic black outline of a large beast stomping off in the distance.
No way.
That can't be.
What the?
Don't see it for a long period, but it appears again along their property line for a bit longer.
Oh my god.
I assumed that this video was a hoax because I didn't hear any true panic in their voices, but then I realized they simply sounded unsure of the situation, which is understandable. After all, this could be a real forest creature or someone dressed up as a gorilla. It may be a neighbor pulling a trick on him, but I believe their underwhelming reaction is real. Number 5.
Holy.
A YouTuber named Encounters26 is fishing late at night in Bishopville, Maryland when he comes across something unnatural in the forest. A silent hulking figure makes its way through the murky swampland, apparently trying to get away quickly without being noticed. Encounters26 believes this to be some sort of lizardman creature, which would explain why the creature does not make any noise as it tries to escape the flashlight's glare. In my opinion, this was just a person in a suit until it turned away from the camera, which has sharp white scales growing out of its back, somewhat like a dinosaur, and its arms appear to be far too thin to be human.
Holy.
Number 4. Ola Bible, a YouTuber from Oregon, lives in the midst of the woods, suddenly hears noises outside his house late at night. He uses a camera in his backyard to locate the source. He notices an object look like a rock or something, but he knows this area well enough to realize it's unusual in nature.
The heck is that?
Then he says something out loud to himself and draws unwanted attention.
Oh my god!
Thin humanoid creature cranes its impossibly long neck in his direction. If you look closely, you'll notice that it has an astonished emotion on its face, almost as if it was caught doing something secretive, and I'm not sure whether it's feasting on an animal or burying something in the ground. He does a runner before we can figure it out, and I suppose this video could just be special effects. Maybe a follow-up video shot throughout the day might provide more conclusive evidence. Number 3. A few days ago, Will and Weston saw a weird man roaming around their house, and at the moment, they are determined to capture it on video so that people will believe them when it appears again.
What was that? Whoa!
Weston takes the massive black outline of a man to find Will, and they both appear to be more excited than terrified, but I think the reaction could be normal, that they have been seeing this person for days and have not been harmed. Someone tampering with them, yet the overall tempo of this film seems to be genuine, and this is another image that Will took to back up his story. Hope that they don't leave from the forests and comes no closer to their home. Number 2. Bloodsack12, a YouTuber, is researching a rumored haunted forest. Then he and his pal find a strange discarded opera mask sitting on top of an old dirty clothes pile when they come across. They make a decision to take the opera mask home and look for clues in it while coming across it hung in the trees. When Bloods Act 12 observes something crouched over in front of them, the person who wears in black glances up at him from the thickets and tails them. Because of the movie-like sound effects, I am different to believe this real video, so tell me if you think they were being pursued by a lunatic lurking in the woods or if the third person was really a friend. Number 1. High Gear and a friend are cycling in the Russian woods when one of them nearly loses their head. His friend scooches just in time to prevent from a steel cable that has been tightly wrapped around 2 trees. If he had stayed put out of the path, the tripwire would have caused pretty serious damage. However, it is a trap set by a madman lurking in the woods. As he discusses what they should do next, you can see the rage and annoyance and even hide in the woods for a while and exacting vengeance on anyone who returns to the location. They eventually make a decision to take weapons from the trap and take the wire cord with them. Whomever laid this trap must still be out there waiting for their next opportunity, so I hope High Gear and his friends stay safe. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every day. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of my other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy!